A new World War I memorial opened in April of 2021. After much debate, the site for the new memorial is Pershing Park, which opened in 1981 and is just a block from the White House. Pershing Park, unfortunately, had fallen into disrepair. However, the space did incorporate an existing statue of General John J. Pershing, who commanded the American Expeditionary Forces, which were sent to fight in Europe. More than 2 million American troops served overseas during the Great War, which was what the war was named at the time. Almost 117,000 American troops lost their lives. The design of the memorial was the result of more than 250 entries into a competition. The design submitted by Sabin Howard and architect Joseph Weishauer was chosen, and construction began in December of 2019. Though the official opening of the ceremony took place in April of 2021, the central element of the memorial remains unfinished. This simulation allows you to imagine what the final sculpture will look like. In this view of the memorial that was taken on opening day, the main elements of the memorial can be identified. They are the Belvedere, the Sergios Journey, the viewing platform and scrim area, the Persian Memorial, the Flagstaff wall, the contemplation terrace, and the peace fountain. The remainder of this video further explores each element of the memorial, as well as highlights the augmented reality app that will enhance your visit to the memorial. The Belvedere, which is the conceptual center of the memorial, it provides a commanding view of the other memorial elements. Interpretive panels along the side of the Belvedere wall describe American accomplishments in the war. The central medallion depicts the figure of a winged victory portrayed on the medals awarded to Allied forces in the war. A Sergios Journey. This is the central sculpture of the World War II memorial and is scheduled to be installed in 2024. A roughly 60-foot long, 12-foot high brass relief sculpture by Sabin Howard. This sculpture tells the story of a father going off to war and then returning to his family. It is based on the myth of a hero's journey. For now, a canvas featuring sketches showing the future sculpture stands in its place. The viewing platform and scrim area. The Sergios Journey viewing platform is an island in a pool basin. In the center of the platform is another shallow water scrim feature. The word scrim is usually used with respect to cloth coverings, but in this case it applies to a thin covering of water. As applied in this case, it provides striking reflections of elements of the memorial as well as the surrounding buildings. The Persian Memorial. This portion of World War I memorial has been carried over to a new design, and it is the area that military history of World War I is explored. the Flagstaff Wall. In this area, you will find both a flagstaff and a wall below it, which contains a quote from President Woodrow Wilson. Less than a month after his election in 1916, America entered the war. The resulting mobilization and transformation of a nation in the following years was unprecedented and affected all levels of American life, society, and culture. The Contemplation Terrace. The upper terrace of the memorial has angled access paths from the street level. This area of the memorial includes the Beck's Eagle sculpture, which was dedicated in 1982 to commemorate the centennial of the eagle as a national bird and a symbol of freedom. The broad walkways of the terrace have a series of rounded seating areas that will be canopied by trees. The Peace Fountain. Behind the Sergios Journey sculpture is a very special area of the memorial. It is the Peace Fountain, a cascade of water flowing behind the lines from a poem, The Young Dead Soldiers. The poem is a call to remember those killed in the war and give meaning to their sacrifices. It is by Archibald MacLeish, who was an artillery captain in the war and who later won 3 Pulitzer Prizes and served as the Librarian of Congress. A most interesting addition to the memorial is a cell phone app that you can download to provide augmented reality when visiting the memorial. The app provides an overview of the memorial and the various areas. Not only does it provide insight into the memorial and its history, but it also provides a plethora of information about World War I and a unique and interesting way to allow you to place objects, information, videos, and more into the grounds and the surface of the memorial. If you consider visiting the memorial, be sure to download the app before you go.